This tournament it's goated. It's goated. The tournament is goated. 100%.
Legendary tournament, bro.
Like for me, it's goated.
We got a fucking hangout at 11:15 p.m. here. This is legendary.
This has to be the late. Oh, okay. Because I know some people need to go to sleep and everything. So
it's 5 a.m. over here, man. It's 5 a.m.
It's 10 a.m. in India.
Okay, so AK, have your say before you go to this week and cook.
What the hell?
Thank you so much, HH. We have to have a bigger discussion tomorrow about this.
Yes.
We have to have a bigger discussion. But HH, here's the thing, bro. City played well.
Yes.
It's just that you had the greatest African goalkeeper of all time standing next to you, man.
AK, congratulations of winning African Nations Cup. Morocco, congratulations.
HH.
Yasin Bonu, what a goalkeeper. No comment.
Okay. Let's focus on trying to qualify for the World Cup, please. Thank you.
You have the likes of Onana and Maignan and all these bum-ass goalkeepers representing the continent. HH. Bonu, he's carrying our continent's reputation.
Oh no! Bono was amazing. Like the guy, he was outstanding.
Apart from him, shout out Koulibaly. HH, that guy rolled back the years.
Like, forget the goal, just his defending.
Yeah.
Outside of the goal, just his defending was outstanding, bro.
Yeah, wonderful. On City, first of all, I won today because even though Al-Hilal won, Cherki still got an assist. He should have gotten 2, if not for that bum-ass Marmoush touch.
But why does that Cherki? He's clearly a different class. Why the hell does he not start this freaking dude?
Because Bernardo Silva still starts despite doing fuck all, like, the whole game. Like, I don't know why Bernardo Silva's starting, but Cherki, he should start. I can't believe I'm saying this, but Foden should have started, bro. And it's that simple. Shout out to the non-European teams. We're 1 result away. Casey, I'm gonna go to sleep in 5 minutes, but we're 1 result away from a non-European team being in the final of the Club World Cup. Shout out to bum-ass England. Shout out to that bum-ass nation of England and all those white Brits who insulted me in my Twitter for saying that the Club World Cup actually matters. And also shout out to Rodri. He got substituted in the 50th minute and got taken out in the 100th minute.
Oh my god!
The worst Ballon d'Or winner of all time. Thank you.
Oh yes. Speak on it. Stinker and Hooked. What's it called? Hokage, talk to me. Don't come to your rank. Hokage.
Listen, bro. I mean, the crazy thing is, City brought in 3 big boy players before this tournament even started, and these bums still lost 4-3, bro. And
also, Hokage. Let's be very clear. Pep was taking this very seriously. So was City. Yeah. They were taking the tournaments very seriously.
Bro, they were, like, credit to City. They looked amazing in the first half. Like, if it wasn't for Bono, it's 5-0.
Yes.
But it just shows you that defense, bro, it's a wake-up call. Like, I'm going to spin it this way for City. This was a very good wake-up call for them to have now. When there's still a month and a half left in the window. Imagine no Club World Cup. These guys go about the same business, bringing all these attackers and midfielders, and they pull up to the first game of the Premier League season, and whichever promoted teams pimp smacks them 3-0.
They
And
play
they showed us the same defensive
Wolverhampton Wanderers. They
So-
travel to
You
Molineux.
guys are overachieved with this.
So now,
with this
bro,
defense.
City now has a summer to go out there and look for real defenders. Because I'm sorry, like I do think.
Wait, hold on. So Pep needs to spend more.
Wait, yes,
Interesting.
HH. Malcolm cut these dudes open. Malcolm,
Yeah.
I thought, bro, I haven't heard Michael, whatever his name, Malcolm's name, since he left Barcelona for Russia, like 5 years ago. Malcolm was cutting these guys open. So if Malcolm is cutting you open, bro, you got work to do. You have work to do this summer still, after spending already what? 100 million plus, I think they've already spent 100 million plus, or near 100 million. Because
200 million plus 200.
bro, but like I told you in your Twitter replies, this is great. I'm not sure why Infantino is looking mad at the result, because bro,
look at who he was sitting next to, and we all know how this went for Infantino. He wanted City to go through because he needs City and he needs that money. Because my thing is that, like, Infantino, why are you? And they also just scored to make it 4-3, and he's looking as if like he's heading into the freaking gulags or something. It's like, wait, what's going on here?
But yeah, that's why I get it who he's sitting next to. But bro, for as much of a walking L you are, Infantino, you've been the face of promoting this tournament. A game like this legitimizes this tournament. It makes the Premier League fans. It forces the Premier League fans, the guy who are the league with the fans that are the loudest in this entire world, to sit back. Because like you said, this wasn't Pep Guardiola not taking it seriously. He made 3 signings before this tournament. Aït-Nouri, Reinders, and Cherki. And you find yourself bounced out of the round of 16. So huge dub for the Club World Cup. And bro, Al-Hilal. Now you're looking at Al-Hilal against Fluminense. You're looking at semifinals, finals. 3 out of 4 teams on one side are not from Europe. Bro, if Chelsea bottle this, bro, you guys are done.
No, seriously. My prediction is that I think we could get a Hilal Real Madrid final. That's my prediction. I think we could get that final. And let me come to rank. Then come to Abdullah. You have to rank. Go for it.
Can I go after Abdullah?
Yeah.
Streets. Hello. It's been a while. I want to be short because I also have to go to bed. But like, I haven't been to the previous Club World Cup hangouts. It's been a rough tournament for me. My club conceded to a high school teacher from the 9 to 5 crew. So that was tough to watch. Liverpool are not even here. So it's been a tough watch, but the tournament as a whole has been fantastic. And now we're here to celebrate that oil money was knocked out by oil money, which is what we always wanted to see. So this is just great for the entirety of football, and it makes this tournament, now it has to be taken seriously by absolutely everyone. All of the Europeans that previously, before the tournament, said that they didn't care, now have to start taking it seriously. Yeah. Now they have to start looking at the other leagues in the world. And now this truly means that the best team in the world is the team that wins the Club World Cup. It's not anymore the winner of the Champions League. The winner of the Champions League is not anymore the best team in the world. If you want to be the best team in the world, you have to prove it here against the best teams from the other continents as well. Because like you said many times, we do not live in planet Europe. We live in planet Earth. Yes. And the other continents played ball as well. We saw what the Brazilian teams did, what Flamengo did to Chelsea, what Botafogo did to PSG, what Palmeiras did to Porto, even though they didn't beat. Like, every single one of these teams has been playing to such a high level. And now Al-Hilal, a team that is not even from South America, has gone out and beaten one of the best teams in the world. So now...
And also keep in mind with a manager who only just recently joined them for this tournament as well.
Exactly. A manager that was being clowned in Europe in the way that he departed. And now he's come here and he's proven everyone wrong. And listen, this is the best club competition in the world now. Like, this is peak club football now. You have to look at the Club World Cup to see who actually the best club in the world is. And listen, in the end, it's very likely that a European team wins it, because let's face it, most of the teams are from Europe and they have the best players. They bought everyone from the other continents, but the talent is still there from the other continents. And the European teams need to start to respect them, and yeah, they have to take it seriously. It's been a fantastic tournament, and I hope that it continues to be this way because we're only going to see more upsets. I'm really looking at that Palmeiras Chelsea game. Like, that's going to be fireworks.
You see, now I'm not worried, bro. After seeing what has happened and everything, and how Chelsea made it difficult against Benfica, now I'm not worried about that Palmeiras game. So I need to do all of my hocus pocus, man. Abdullah, what are you saying, bro?
And firstly, I was the whole entire match, and I think people might try to blame Pep, but again, I'm worried about Pep Guardiola in terms of his defense because he hasn't changed the way he plays football, especially that defense. That defense is absolutely rubbish. The way, especially the way City are defending with that high line. No. I understand Pep doesn't want to become like a defensive manager, but sometimes in a situation, sometimes you have to be a little bit pragmatic to find the way to win matches. You don't need to like go all out and pay more possession, but sometimes you have to have a plan B. Because if the plan A doesn't work, there should be a plan. And again, Pep, what has Bernardo Silva given you in this team that Ryan Cherki cannot give? I'm confused with Pep. I am so confused with Pep.
Right. Did you call him shaky or Cherki? Did you call him shaky?
Ryan Cherki. That's his name.
Okay, thank you.
I don't understand why Pep is. I don't know what Pep and Bernardo Silva, what they have in common. Like, I don't understand. A technical bowler is on the bench doing what? Doing nothing. Again, you have a train truck in Al-Hilal for that amount of time when Mamouche is on the bench. I don't get Pep. I don't understand Pep. I don't get it. I know you just what kind of players you want to integrate them in, but it takes time to integrate them. But when you have a technical players on the bench, you have to put them difference maker. Put them in the man, let them play. Even as much as people want to clown for him.
No. But you have to be fair though.
Mm-hmm.
You can't blame Pep for all those chances that City missed. City had a lot of opportunities, bro.
I know.
So
I'm not blaming
what can
Pep.
Pep do?
What I'm saying is, if you have a player like Ryan Cherki on the bench, you can't put him in a player like that.
No.
And Bernardo Silva playing for that amount of time. No. That's on Pep. That is on Pep. Not even on the player. It's on Pep.
Also the defensive organization.
I'm like, what? I understand he wants to play this stick. I understand that, but if a technical player is on the bench, play him. He's a difference maker. Now you don't even have KDB anymore. You have a lot of difference maker in your team where in the flashes they can turn the game around. Then play them. Why are you putting on the bench?
No. But are we not giving enough credits for Simone Inzaghi, Hilal, and their tactics, bro?
I have to. Yes, you can give Simeone Inzaghi his credit again, but City had their chances, and you have to blame Pep a little bit also, but also I have to give credit to Yassine Bono. That guy,
he was great.
That go. Yes, it's not been given because actually we talk about Thibaut Courtois, we talk about Alisson Becker, we talk about Tadassi Moraes. Yassine Bono for me is up there in terms of best African goalkeeper. I don't want to hear Onana. I don't want to hear Edouard Mendy place. I don't want to hear that. You have to put some massive respect on Yassine Bono. That goalkeeper, and I'm looking at the African Cup of Nations, the Morocco in 2025, especially in Morocco. I'm extremely worried. The amount of Moroccan players especially in the world, Hakimi, Bono, so many of them, it's going to be very difficult to win that tournament. It will be very, very difficult. But congratulations to Al-Hilal and Izagi though. What a tournament. What a tournament.
All right, so before I come to boy, can I introduce some this Dupinski's man? Shout out to boy Thunder. Edison or Stegen, whose was HH? As of right now, Stegen is who is was?
Edison is competing with it.
Because in 2025, who's actually was?
But I don't think that Edison, if you look at the goals, it's not as if
he's not that bad.
Yeah, but
he's making many mistakes.
But let's just put it. Is Edison a keeper or is he a glorified libero?
Ter Stegen's not a football player.
But he's not even doing the libero stuff good. I saw him misplacing many passes.
Yeah, so because let's bro, Edison is not a specialist keeper. He's not, bro. He's not. He plays keeper as a part timer. Yeah. So Chelsea boy Nate, imagine they had Mitrovic. They didn't even have their full strength team.
Yeah.
Man,
Bro.
man's lost to
What
Al-Hilal
happened
B.
Bro,
What happened
you
to the
lost.
good-
You
what
lost to
happened
Al-Hilal, and Al-Hilal
happened
did
to
not
them?
even have their first choice striker. That's bro. Come on, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. Shout out to Boy Dodge, man. The way you non-Europeans were twerking and cocking for Europe before the tournament was embarrassing. Act like you have not fried at testosterone. No, look, see, this is because I think, as Hokage said, this is what this tournament needed. Because let's be real, Infantino, but you don't feel any money. Infantino was expecting all 4 European teams to be in that semi-final, so he can get that extra check and everything. Because remember, this is all about money, and I think you get more money as you go further. The reason why Infantino was pissed was like, City was supposed to get to at least the semi or final, and then they're supposed to get money. They get knocked out in the basically. So Infantino must be like, oops, because he was like, oh, the reason why we're here. Remember, City were 100% record as well. Because remember, you get money for wins as well. So you get money if you win and if you draw. So City were stacking up that cash. But to go out in the round of 16, they're like, why the hell did we even turn up here, bro? It was all well worth our while. But this was it was the best thing to happen, bro. To this whole thing, it was the best thing to happen. Shout out to Boy Wing. RDS is getting some. Okay, thank you. You see, he always has to go. He always has to go through. Shout out to bro.
What time is it?
Your Bonnie Blue discount code is not working. Casey, is that Casey? Is that you?
Everybody's laughing. Everybody's laughing.
Casey, no, but Casey, I heard you. I heard you first. That's why I heard you the loudest. And everything. I heard you. Okay, you know what? Okay, shout out to 50 sales. Inzaghi, you think he got paid off in the? No. Do you know what it is?
He's a bum.
No. It's out of Milan tax. Out of
We
Milan tax.
saw they just lost to Fluminense, so can you really
Thank
blame
you.
it on
See,
him?
yeah. It's basically it's out of Milan tax. It's out of Milan tax. Okay, shout out to Dajaref. What's E-Pass?
I think
E-Pass
he
strikes.
Lep ass. Oh,
Okay,
EPL.
where is it?
Oh, EPL.
Okay. E-Pass strikes again. English talents, where are you? Is this the team that won 6 EPLs in 8 years? CR7 said it's a top 5 league. Your clouded made him. Okay. Does this result mean that okay, does this result mean that Saudi is a top 5 league and we should apologize to Cristiano?
Serie A. No, 100% is better than Serie A. We
Yes.
can confirm that.
This isn't prime. This isn't even prime Al-Hilal because they didn't win the league this year. Al-Ittihad won the league, and the champions of Asia were Al-Ali for Firmino and Mahrez team. So this isn't even the best version of
So so actually, this isn't even Saudi's finest, guys. So imagine if Al Nassr was up in this piece.
No.
Very good.
But this opens the door for the Saudi League.
Wait, hold on. Sorry. VS, what are you saying? VS, what are you saying?
No, it's SD Blanco.
Oh,
This guy is such a racist.
Sumi.
He's such a racist.
Casey, if you're there, Sumia, grab the mic. Casey, don't even. You know what? Wait, hold on. Where's the mute button? Where's the mute button? Sumia, what are you saying? Sumia.
So, hey, HH, after a long time. So, I was supposed to come back at the start of the next season, but here we are.
Mm-hmm.
So, this opens the door for the Saudi League now. And you're talking about Infantino, Aramco will pay much more than what Manchester City would have paid. Aramco's check is coming to Infantino. Do you think he is worried about money? After this, when Al-Hilal will tell Aramco to give the check. And this opens the door.
But Sumia, I think he want. When you look at his expression when they scored the 4th goal, he wanted City to at least make the semi, so it would be worth their while, money-wise.
Yep, that's for sure. But what I understand from this tournament now is all the other leagues in the world will try to prevent their players to go to Europe now, because they will start investing more. Because what they have, this tournament have shown, they can compete with Europe with such kind of money right now. What if they can hold on to their players, pay them more?
Yes. Speak, Sumia, speak on it.
Let me stop you there. That's super disingenuous. Al-Hilal has so much money to spend. That's ridiculous.
No. But my thing though is that look at the No, but that look at no, and also first of all, look at how well the Brazilian teams have done. One, but Weedman, let's not be revisionist. Despite how much money they spent, we all clowned the Saudi Pro League. We all clowned them and say it's a rubbish league, it's a whatever league, it's a retirement league, it's only for losers. So we can't just now turn around and say, oh, but they have the money. No, we were clowning them and say, okay, yes, you have all these players, but these players are all washed up. And we expected City to beat Al-Hilal. And this is a shock for City losing to a team
Of course, it's a shock,
so
but I'm
washed up
just saying
players.
it's not that big of a shock with this
No,
specific team. This
no,
specific team is very good.
Wait. So hold on. Sumi, go for it. Sumi.
The team does not represent the league, Osman.
No. So the thing is, if we know about Saudi League, they have only invested in the first 6 teams. Now they will invest in the whole league now.
No, it's the first 4 teams, not first 4 only.
First 4. So now they will invest in more in the whole league. If we go to the Brazilian league, they have got new sponsors. They have started to bring in the money now. So more development, and they will hold on to their players. Now Europe will see the starvation of talent bit by bit, not in one go. By bit, they will see the starvation of talents where people will choose either the Brazilian league or the Saudi league. And the biggest slap out of in this tournament is for MLS. What the hell are you doing with your own football?
Look what MLS is. Okay, wait, hold on. Let me break it this, but shout out to boy Brandon Lee. EPL teams can't compete when other teams from other leagues match their spending. That's why EPL fans were afraid of the Super League.
This is exactly what it is.
Kenny, don't give me that nonsense. No, Kenny, here's the thing. Kenny, if all of this, hold on, if they can keep their talent and they can come closer to their spending, Kenny, it gets real. It gets real.
Can I go after Sumia? Can I go?
Yeah. No. Hold on, let me just finish this and I'll come to you, Kenny. So shout out to your boy, Kelvin. Was hearing competitions like the UCL, Club World Cup clear?
Bro, this guy is a traitor. This guy is a traitor.
Good. And I'm with him. Casey, I'm with him. Club World Cup is clear. Shout out to Duncan Kamau. The biggest winner of this tournament so far is Brazil, yes. And it calls into question the Brazilian national team's recruitment strategy. But I think AK did make a very good point though. But then, because if you look at some of the best players of this Brazilian team, they're actually non-Brazilian. If you even know are Brazilian, but I feel their best players are actually non-Brazilian teams. But for the Brazilian league, this has been the biggest. The league who has won the most at this tournament has been the Brazilian league, 100%. They have had the biggest win.
The real Serie now is not the Italian league; it's the Brazilian Serie.
Yes. 50 sales. Bigger upsets than Lyon 2020.
Please stop.
No. That was
no. Lyon was more shocking though. It was more shocking because City were at their peak yet, and it's freaking Lyon, bro. With Memphis, Tennessee.
But we've had about 10 live streams this season. Like this is.
Gavatero, beef Cherokee loves losing in a dramatic way. # United 5-4.
Relax, man.
Well, you can't just put it on the guy, man. Shout out to your boy Wink. HH bought a crib from.
No, the funniest part of this, it's a member chat. It's a member chat.
Mute that freaking mic for life. Okay, mute that mic for life, bro. Okay, let's keep it going.
Secretly, it has like hundreds of thousands of dollars.
No, I don't. I'm poor. Shout out to Kamamaro. Someone tell Lep to leave the football before the football leaves you. Okay, look, see.
Lep is worse.
No. Okay, no. This is a Leptum and everything, but City played well. They were unlucky. Now, Lep, you should have started Cherokee. You should have started him, and maybe why are you taking up Haaland? But let's be real. City were amazing in that first half and should have been up by 5-0.
They're pretty much a team that can attack, but they can't defend, man.
Oh, no. But look, that's your standard pep. That's standard pep. Shout out to Kelvin. Bonnie Blues FC, the only English represents. No, it's called Chelsea Football Club. And respect to Chelsea Football Club. Mercenary 43. Is it true that you are getting that APAC? Okay, all right. Let's keep it going. One or two. Respect Gotinaldo. # Saudi League. # better than MLS.
No, it's not.
I mean, this is correct.
Wait. So hold up. Before I go to Kenny, so Casey, you're saying that Saudi is not better than MLS?
Okay, I'm tired of it.
No, only the top teams are.
Casey, simple question: which is the better league, MLS or Saudi Pro League?
Saudi League. The top 4 teams in Saudi League are better than all the MLS teams. the average quality of an MLS team is still better than Saudi League. Like, why do we keep on doing?
No, Casey. It's not about just
So
that.
you're telling me like
thing
the
is-
Chicago
the
Fire
thing
and
is-
them teams that when they're better than
Okay, he's repping Chicago Fire and also okay, and
the White Caps.
Washington Clouds,
the
you know,
Vancouver
Dallas
Whitecaps.
Cowboys.
The
Vancouver Whitecaps.
Hold on, hold on. Okay, Kenny, grab the mic because Kenny, trust me, Kenny.
Yeah, man. I ain't gonna lie. Successful hate watch. I ain't gonna lie. I did. He's part over here. He was worth the wait. I'm not gonna lie. I was. You know, he was like 2:15. I was like, should I watch the game or should I go sleep? I watched it. I saw they were winning 1-0. I'm looking at that first half. I'm like, "Well, if they score the second goal, I'm going to bed." First half they dominated. They should have probably killed the game in that first half. You know what I'm saying? But Al-Hilal second. Honestly, I missed the beginning of the second half. I'm seeing is 1-1. I'm seeing 2-1. I'm like, whoa, what's going on? And like, now we got a game now. And then it goes to extra time, and yeah, whatever happens. But now you have to shout the Al-Hilal team. Shout out to Inzaghi. Like someone said, the guy was ridiculed, shamed, left astray. Guys were calling him some bomb. Yeah, he was messing up with Inter. The guy went to Al-Hilal and he did his thing, draw against Real Madrid, qualified for the next round, just beat Man City, which, if it been real, Man City were the best team in the tournament so far.
Yeah.
They were looking like the best team.
100% record, hadn't lost a game.
Yeah, 100% record. So now you have to give them credit. And yeah, as for Man City, Man City, yeah, like that meme. When I think you have the core, like the front of the core is great, the middle core is decent, and then the back is just like some garbage. Like that Man City.
The horse.
Johnny Bravo.
Yeah, the horse. Yeah, the horse. Yeah,
Trust no
that
leg.
Man City backline is. I'm sorry, that shit is garbage. Like, basically, what they did this summer is you bolster your attack here, but your defense is still shit. Like Ruben Diaz and all these. Like, I'm sorry, Ruben Diaz without Pepe to hold his hand is an average center back at best. Ake and these guys, we know Edison with his feet is decent, but he's not the best goalkeeper. So for me, the ease with which Al-Hilal sometimes were just bypassing and just like one ball in behind, and then these defenders were like looking lost. I'm like, what's going on? It's way too easy. But obviously, I think that's the way Pep is going. Like he's going full on attack, and if you look at Man City, probably they should have scored more. So if they probably killed the game earlier, maybe the game does not go how it goes. But you have to. The goalkeeper making saves. Bruno made big save. I think Haaland had the miss just before the end of the game as well, with the goal line clearance, where he probably should have killed the game by then. But no, you have to give them the credit. And yeah, a lot of people probably expected like the European teams to dominate and other stuff. But you saw today, Inter just lost.
It's like we're now guaranteed a non-European team in the final. In the semi-final rather.
Yeah, no, and even if you look at in the group stage, like you had, I think Bayern finished second. No, yeah, Bayern finished second. Palmeiras finished first. Even Fluminense. So no, you have to give credit to the teams from the other competition. And like I think someone said, like they're clearly taking it more. I won't say like you can clearly see that they. I probably think they're taking it more seriously. Yeah, they clearly have more passion for it. I do feel like a lot of probably European fans.
So you're saying that the non-Europeans are taking it more seriously than the European teams?
Yes. I do see it. You can clearly see even the way
so are you saying the non-European teams are taking it more seriously than Man City?
Yes, no.
Kenny, I disagree. I disagree.
No. I'm not. No, on this. No, maybe not this game. Like now is the knockout stage, but I think in general, I do feel like the non-European teams. Like because basically, if we've been is them who have something to prove. Because I think like probably the most fans are like, yeah, like most of these teams. A lot of people were like, even they were quite mad at the tournament. Most were guys are, oh, what's this tournament? Most guys are like, you see a lot of people complaining about the tournament. Well, you see these teams, they're giving it a go and they're knocking some of these teams out. So you have to give them credit. But yeah, I'm saying I'm looking at that side of the bracket and a certain club is moving in silence. That's all I'm going to say for now.
Kenny, don't say anything. Don't even say anything.
Just shut your mouth. Don't talk. Don't you dare talk.
All I've said is that there's a path.
Palmeiras, man.
All I've said is there's a path now. There could be a path to Different. Also, there's a path that can be walked on by
There's a
different
way.
people.
There's a way. There's a way.
Can we get a Chelsea PSG
Bro,
final, please?
If Chelsea
There's
win
a certain
this
standard
final,
gambling
I
price
swear,
Yeah,
of
brother, do you want that,
return
Habo?
from
Do you want a
suspension.
Chelsea PSG final? Like, do you want that?
that
Yeah,
would
we
actually
do.
be a crazy
Casey,
final.
just Casey, we move in silence, man.
Wait,
Bro,
Okay, so
you can lose 7
Can you
million
hear me
that final.
properly?
so what's okay, BMF?
HH,
Talk to me
can I
on
go
BMF.
next?
Yeah,
Can I
okay,
talk to
BMF
BMF?
and then your boy Adash. BMF, talk to me and then Casey.
First
BMF.
question, man. I was
Can
your man.
HH funded by
How
the
much
IDF be
suspension
next?
cost? No, I'm.
BMF, just keep talking. BMF, just keep talking. I know I'll meet him. Don't worry. Keep talking.
Yeah, so first of all, right, it's 12:44 on my side. So this A-Watch was just it was the best time, man. I was geeking happy on myself. I was just jumping for joy when they scored the fourth goal, man. Every Pep loss, every Pep's downfall, I always be there. I always gotta show up. So this City team is like they've added some, they had some quality attackers and some quality players into this team, but this defense is trash. Like it's pure trash.
Yeah,
I've never seen a team, right, or defense that can't win no duels. They can't win no headers. They can't do nothing right. And Pep with this line, right? This gimmick gotta stop. Everything about Pep is a gimmick, man. This whole gimmick around playing, I'm dead. It's literally
Wait, hold up. Wait, are you saying that Pep's tactics are gimmicks? Those are what his tactics are.
Because you know what's gonna happen, right? Some dumbass manager's gonna see this guy and think, see, they could have won this game and they were playing a very high line. Let me go do the same, man. Everything's a gimmick, man. It's literally, I'm dead. Everything Pep does is a gimmick. And the fact is, he was trying. I was just laughing like this guy was just trying to play a high line with that C back line, and and you just seeing just all players just passing through. Malcolm was just having a field day left and right. Like they were just calling them so easily, and because they can't, when people are saying that why they check stuff, it's because Bernardo Silva is there to just tactical foul. He's literally there to just do that.
And he's the captain apparently. So
he's
which
the
I don't know
captain
what
of the team, but he's also there to just tactical foul. Like that's literally his job. And Rodri, the worst Ballon d'Or,
Ballon d'Or winner of all time. Wait, see, explain to me how this guy who is a poor man's Zubimendi, he came on, got skinned by a first of all lost the ball, got skinned by a player, and then got hooked off. I'm sorry, he is the worst Ballon d'Or winner ever. He is literally the worst Ballon d'Or winner of all time.
The guy talking about from ACL.
Kenny, I don't give a damn, bro. Their agenda lives. Their agenda lives. Hold on. BMF,
He wouldn't be saying this if Rodri was black.
BMF Cook. Yeah, no, and BMF Cook.
The worst injury, a player wants to have is an ACL, man. Like, Chiesa is one of those players where I looked at, like, if he had never had that ACL, his career would probably be different right now. But Rodri is completely washed. Like, I'm telling you right now, he is completely washed.
Bro, both Vini and Rodri have just been finished since that
If
one.
you can't, brother, this guy in his peak times, right? With Rodri during his peak times, he wasn't great defensively. He was just tactical fouling on the right time and was just getting away with a lot of stuff. Now that this guy's literally completely washed physically, right, and he can't tactical foul, you're just gonna see him get exposed, man. And I'm just, I think Liverpool, Liverpool going back to back HH. I do think Liverpool.
No, come on, too early.
Nah, it's not too early, man. This guy,
it's too early. It's too early, bro. Let's. We can't use this as an assessment to say that they'll go back to back. Like they have work to do, and like I think the next season will be next season. I think City will still be very strong.
City are winning the league. Write it down.
Wait, can I say one last thing?
Is it last season? And also,
that number, that number 27 for Al-Hilal. This needs to be his last game because this guy was an enemy of progress. That white winger that replaced Malcolm. This guy, yeah. I'm
enemy of progress. Jesus.
Enemy of. I was screaming at my phone like, "What are you doing? You're trying to lose the game."
That was making me panic for no reason, man.
Wait, that's the guy that missed the open goal, right?
Yeah. No,
he just messed up every counter attack. That's all he was there to do.
Wait, what's it called? Adash, talk to me, man.
Man, Chase, this win was sweet, and the recent results in this tournament have really legitimized it. Because I remember, like, before the tournament started, you asked the panel, like, will a European team lose to a non-European team in a knockout game? And today, Inter and Man City both got eliminated in around the 16th. So it really shows that, teams from other continents.
And also, Adesh, I don't want to hear any excuses about, because first of all, you can't blame the Heat. You played at night, and you can't say, "Oh, we don't really care," because Pep and City, the way they've been talking and the way they've been playing, they really care about this.
They've been using every excuse in the book. Like I heard the grass, the heat. They
Valid,
said like
valid.
South Americans are used to heat as if everyone lives in the Amazon jungle there, but
You sound like you're in the Amazon jungle.
Wait,
that's not me.
is
That's somebody else.
someone
That's not-
flying?
That's not me. That's somebody else.
Bro, it sounds like somebody's about to drop a nuclear missile on your
Okay.
city.
Adash,
Anyway.
keep talking. Adash, keep
I
talking.
do live near airport, so yeah. You know, Al-Hilal were missing Mitrovic. You talked about earlier. He got injured, so it made me think like, did Victor Osimhen miss the bag because they were trying to get him, and he's still without a team right now. He's still on Napoli's books. But another huge miss was Salem Desari. He's the one who scored the game winner against Argentina.
Oh yeah,
in the World
yeah,
Cup.
yeah.
He's been balling for Al-Hilal, and I think he's their best player. So I don't know how serious his injury is, but hopefully he could come back if they want to actually win this thing. But I know a lot of people have been like down on this tournament, calling it preseason friendly. But my thing is that what preseason friendly is worth $125 million to the winner. And why would Jude Bellingham forego his surgery? And he's going to miss La Liga games if this was not a serious tournament. So I know like when things are new, people are skeptical about it. And you could call it a money grab, but the regular World Cup and the UCL, they're corrupt too. So we just got to roll with the punches sometimes.
You know, no, look, it's going to take some time, but I do think that this was a game that the tournament needed, because if, let's say, we had like City, Chelsea, PSG, Real Madrid, and they all made it through, they'd be like, okay, well, this is just Champions League light or something. But the fact that we are guaranteed to have a non-European team in the semi-final already, it's like, oh, hang on, this is just an assumption of like, oh, all the European teams will just dominate. Look, let's be real. A European team is going to win this Club World Cup. That's going to happen.
No, Palmeiras.
After City's out, I don't know.
Guys, let's be real. A European team is winning it.
Al-Hilal has
But the thing that even if they win it though, it still does not legitimize what the Brazilian teams have done and what Al-Hilal just did. So the fact that they've made it to this far is like, oh no, Europe just ain't gonna come here and just be like, yo, well, Europe, what up, baby, what up, baby, what up, baby.
Do you think long term this will make Europe just buy more players from this tournament that they see, or
You see,
the players
this is what I said.
Exactly what's gonna happen.
No. This is what I said. I think like on the members thingy, which is that this can never be what the World Cup is. So let's say James Rodriguez balls out for Colombia. Spain can't be like, hey, let's go and buy him. So my thing right now is a guy, whoever balls out for Palmeiras or Thorthegi, okay, we'll just buy him. So these teams, you'll always be on the back foot because you're always so a good player plays for you in this tournament, he's going to get bought. So you just have to just really rely on your conveyor belts of quality talent. But how much is that conveyor belt going to be able to say what's up? So the Club World Cup will never be like that at the World Cup.
Hey Chase, where's Enyima, the team that Enyima won the CAF Champions League back to back with back in the day? Enyima or Warrior Wolves? I need a Mamelodi Sundowns to do something, man.
Shout out to Warrior Wolves, man.
Except for Africa. Come on,
So
man.
yeah, who's next on this?
Me. I gotta go to bed, man. Come on.
See, the same with me.
Oh, same.
Okay, let me come to Weedman and then Casey because they were here earlier. Weedman, talk to me.
This guy completely ignored me. What a cunt.
So
wait, who called me a cunt?
Casey.
You're a fucking cunt. So
Ricardo.
That was Casey.
When it comes to this tournament, right?
You know I'm going to start banning guys. You're cunty.
We've not seen some like actual real shocks until you could say today. But even today, I remember after the Real Madrid game, people were saying that this Al-Hilal team is a quality side that has a very good chance of beating anybody on their day. And so, like, I don't want to hear it when it comes to like big shocks. We're being a little bit overreactionary here. Any top quality European team in a knockout match will not lose to any of these teams. The only team to lose to is Al-Hilal because they actually have you put Al-Hilal's team and their manager in a standard. Like if you were to place these players and this team in say Manchester United right now, you could see them doing very well in the Premier League with these players and this manager, right? And so If you just replace the club badge of Al-Hilal with Manchester United, not the whole culture behind it, and you put them in the Premier League, they could do well. This is a team that has top quality players, and this is what money gets you, right? This is what high investment will get you, these top quality players. And ultimately, this is why these kinds of teams, this team specifically, can pull off these results against Real Madrid and Man City. You put Man City, PSG in a knockout match, not a group stage match, a knockout match against one of these teams, they're not going to lose. We're not going to see a shock like that, right? PSG are not going to lose to Botafogo in a knockout match. Chelsea... Now, I don't know about Chelsea, right? But I think Chelsea...
Yeah, we're not losing.
Bayern are not going to lose to a non-European team in these knockouts. Real Madrid are not going to do it. The only
Chelsea losing to beating Man City is a bigger
good
shock.
Final that we could see in this is actually Al-Hilal versus PSG. That would be the final I would want to see, because this is this non-European team versus European team in the final, which would make it very interesting.
It's probably versus Chelsea, not PSG, please. I need that money.
Well, here's the thing. The thing is, we'll probably see Chelsea PSG. Like, let's be real. Chelsea's probably making that final, right?
No,
like,
Chelsea's going to lose. Chelsea's going to lose to Palmeiras. Watch.
Dude, I don't know.
That's what you're thinking.
Doubtful. Like, I don't know.
No. Look, let's be real. There is a path to the final.
Yeah,
there is a path to the final.
I don't know about Chelsea just because they're so hit or miss. Like, they really are. I really believe Chelsea are a good team, but this is not about Chelsea.
They're moving like an MLS team. Let's be honest.
When it comes to just this tournament, as I said, we're being overreactionary. This was a result that was very, very possible to happen. Al-Hilal, a very good team. Man City had been struggling. They had a lot of problems in central defense this season and got a left back who's not helping them right now, right? They think they need another reinforcement in the center back position to make it so that they can at least have some kind of stability there, because it's still all over the place, right? It's the same problems from last season. Even with Rodri back, those center backs are still the same, right? And the organization is still the same. And so that's why ultimately, like, this is something that very well could have happened. We're being overreactionary. We don't need to say that the non-European teams are suddenly going to start competing with the top European teams. That's not going to happen. The investment is not there. The top European teams will still be the top European teams and the top teams in the world.
Yeah, but there's still time all over the world.
Can I go on this?
No, Casey and then Ricardo. Casey. No. You're gonna have to wait your turn. Like
this guy's gonna end the stream. Right?
Can we stop being overreactionary? Can we just?
Thank you, Casey.
This idea.
Okay. How will be overtly reactionary?
Because we know for the last 12 years, the Club World Cup has been won by a European team. Like, so just stop this.
And how many games did they play? Two games.
2 games, yeah. Yeah,
Okay,
and they were
cool.
facing the best teams in Asia and South America. So let's just please.
So 2 games and 7 games. Those are very different. And also, where you have to go through a group stage, round of 16, quarters, semis, final. That's different from just turning up and playing 2 games middle of your season as well. Come on, bro.
Well,
that match is better though, because the teams are in form. And so can we please just stop this? Yeah, this Al-Hilal nonsense, and also like stop this. That there's some sort of underdogs, but they have spent like $1 billion or something in the last 2 years. Like,
how many people?
Speak on it.
Please just stop this.
So you're saying that City should not be expected to beat Al-Hilal after they've spent $3 trillion.
Streets are saying that City merely adopted the oil. Al-Hilal was born in it.
That's crazy.
This doesn't say anything about Saudi football. Everyone here with the 2 working brain cells knows that top 4 teams in Saudi are some of the best teams up in Asia in the world. The quality of a league is decided by all the 18 teams. Hold on, sorry, you're telling me I have to be afraid of? Let me look at the names of the teams that are in Saudi league. Give me a second.
Cool.
Actually, just since you
Casey, what are we doing here? Casey, what are we doing?
Sorry, can you tell me what is Damak? What is Damak? That's a Saudi team. No, yeah,
that's the capital of Syria,
is
isn't it? Damascus or something like this.
Yeah, no, Damascus is the capital of Syria. Can you tell me what is Al-Khulud? Yeah, I'm supposed to.
It's a really
that's Spanish for ass.
Don't forget about Al-Abdul.
Wait. There's a team called Al-Abdul.
No, Abdul.
No, that means Abdul means slave.
That's a common Muslim
I don't think
name.
they're going to name that.
So okay. So
So, like,
Casey,
this
so
is
you're
a-
saying,
no,
so
no,
okay, so you're saying that,
no.
so let's say
Saudi
that
League
we shouldn't clown Pep for
Saudi
listening
League,
to
listen to me. Saudi
Al-Hilal.
League is not better than Serie A. It's not better than MLS. It's
It,
not
no,
better
no,
than.
it is. No, it's better than
It is
Serie.
not.
No,
It is not.
Serie
It
is
Yeah, what are we
cooked.
doing? What are we doing?
It is not. It is not. Just stop this, please. Okay, please be serious for once. Like, all of us were calling this tournament a friendly before it started. Suddenly, because your great villain Pep loses, it's so important. Like, this is what happened.
No. You see, Casey, why do you have to just come in here and just try to just be the pessimistic?
No, I'm being a
This
realist.
tournament has livened up the tournament because Casey, let's be real. City took this seriously.
Yeah, no
The
one is
players
denying
took it
that.
seriously. Pep took it seriously, and they lost a game that they should have won.
Okay, so what? Like, it's one game, bro, and they should have won it, bro. Like, it happens in football.
They should have, but they didn't.
Woulda, shoulda, coulda.
Okay, sure.
Michael, join the stream.
Bro, they're building that. No, City on a rebuild. I think they're going to win the league anyway. Like, it means nothing.
Without defending, Casey, without defending, you see that shit?
No, they're going to probably buy new defenders.
Who?
There we go.
Give
There we
Pep
go.
$300
Drilling for more
million
oil. Drilling for
thing.
more oil. So what was it called? VS, talk to me. VS,
So
talk to
why
me.
buying
what the
chickens? Why buying
fuck?
chickens? Yeah, I think
They
it's
came in.
Ricardo.
But no, Ricardo, you know you're going last. So you're in the back of the
See,
line, man.
this is a color thing, right? At this point, I'm
Yeah,
telling
it is.
Hey, Ricardo is he's half white. VS, talk to me.
What?
VS. So thoughts on this, VS.
So I think that tournament has been a success. I mean, I always wanted this, that not only that European teams competed with Brazilian League or South American League, but the results are somewhat skewing our view towards the league. Like Al-Hilal, they win the Saudi League by like 5 to 6 points every year. Like Ronaldo hasn't been able to win that league even with that much investment. So I think we are seeing best of the best. So that idea is skewing our view towards their league. But I would say be different on the Brazilian league. Like Botafogo has been sixth in their league, but they are out here performing, giving out performances and defeating PSG, who are the Champions League winner. And Fluminense, like the defensive masterclass they put today against Inter, like they were also the Champions League finalists. Like, so I think some leagues are showing that they can compete with top leagues, but like I said, the Saudi league is nowhere near. Only the top teams, like they have some of the best players in the world, and they, like I said, they are the people who buy these teams in Europe. They are giving out salaries like 10 to 100 times more for these very good players. Like some of these players, they were the first players to go to Saudi for that crazy amount. Like I know Mitrovic, who wasn't there, like he's regularly banging 30 goals for Al Hilal in the Saudi league. So I think our view is being skewed by these top teams. But yeah, some leagues have attracted some eyeballs. Like I've already started following some of the teams in the Brazilian league. I was interested in them, as some of the, like I know Argentinian teams didn't perform that well, but I am more interested in the Argentinian league. So I think the tournament has been good overall for football.
Can we stop with that
what's called?
non-European teams in the
Elijah, talk to me.
Well, since you're gonna ignore me, I'm just gonna say HH supports the idea if he's a Jew.
All right, so there we go.
Shout out to HH.
He was warned. Elijah, talk to me. Wait, Elijah, is your mic working there?
Skip me real quick. I'm on the phone with my mother. Hold on.
Oh wow, okay. Shout out to your mom. Actually, no, not in that sense. So, okay. What's it called? Hokogage. Could there be more shocks moving forth in Scoreboard Cup?
Fuck. I mean, bro, I don't know if it would be a shock if Dortmund lose, but I mean, I think I could see them losing tomorrow.
So, but you see, that's what okay. So people say that if Monterrey beats Dortmund, it'll be a shock. Would that be a shock?
I don't know. They haven't been that. I haven't been that convinced with them this tournament. They've been weak defensively, and
for Europeans it would be a shock, but to me, like I know Dortmund are not that good a team. Like sometimes they overperform, sometimes they underperform. So that the result of them losing would in line be with their history of like a very icky team. They don't have consistency. So for Europeans, it might be a shock, but I don't think it would be that big of a shock like
Monterrey not
Al-Hilal
that good
winning.
either.
No. Look, see, for me, I think, see, if I'm Chelsea, I'm now worried because I'm looking at Al-Hilal. Bro, there's some players in that team. Remember, they didn't have Mitrovic in this game. So, if hopefully Chelsea do the business against Palmeiras and we meet Al-Hilal in a semi, that's going to be a tough game. That's going to be a tough game.
Sorry with Rose Reece James.
We shout to your boy Wing. Like an Asian worker, should I mention anime to her? No. How about that, Wing? No, don't do that. MC, I'd rather finish 17th than give this bomb 5,000. Wait, so when you said the bomb, so MC, are you now an enemy of Pep?
Empty is Pep out. Yeah.
Oh, he's Pep out. Shout out to
he's
MC,
Pep
bro.
out, yeah.
Okay, look, see, can you be a City fan and be Pep out? Does that actually make a logical sense based on everything that this guy has done? You know, he's literally
They're spoiled.
No.
Like,
they
this is
can't.
the
They
greatest figure
shouldn't.
in your history. He literally is your history. Everything good about Man City has come through Pep. City were literally nothing. They were literally main road merchants before Pep was there.
No,
So
they
come
did
on.
win 2 Premier Leagues.
No, they're trying to act like they are Barcelona or Real Madrid. They haven't got there. They just are trying to act like they have got there.
Or should I bring up? Okay, I'm never gonna read that out. I'm never gonna read that out, bro. I'm not. Shout out to Why Not You. What if Hilal make the final or win?
They have a chance. They have a chance.
They have a chance. I just don't think they will. I mean, put it this way: if so Hilal can play PSG in the final,
Yes.
or in the oh yeah. So basically, I don't see them beating PSG or Real in the.
Okay, that was the bracket. Wait, let's see.
No. Okay, you know what?
had a draw with
Hilal, Real Madrid could be a close game. I don't see them beating PSG.
Okay, let's say Bayern Munich beat PSG and Juventus beat Real Madrid.
Bayern not beating.
Wait, let's say hypothetically it happens. How does the group look? How does it look like? How does it look?
What do you, HH, what do you think the chances of Hilal getting in the final are? I think that would be a very big success for the tournament.
Oh, no, look, see, a non-European team making the final would be huge. Like, and for me, I've always said that an ideal final would be a European team against a non-European team. That would be the ideal final. And the way things are looking, wait, hold up. Are Chelsea the only European team on that side of the draw?
Yes. That is why I'm asking what are the chances of a non-European team going to a final?
So wait, hold on. I say that Chelsea are flying the European flag on the other side.
No. There you go with this nonsense again.
No, Vias, I'll be real with you. You see, that's Benfica game. You see, once Origi did his thing, I was like, look, man, Chelsea, we're gonna walk this. Then how that thing just unfolded, I was like, with that defense, I'm worried. First of all, let's get first through Palmeiras first, which we should. And if it's Al-Hilal against Fluminense, that's where it just gets a little bit sketchy.
Brasileiro, do something for me, please.
So shout out to your boy PJ. Koulibaly dunking on Marmoush for the 3rd time. Bono tormenting Bernardo Silva and Neves again. I love this tournament. Look, if you're City, is it a case of like, okay, we were just unlucky, or how do you not put away those freaking chances, bro? Like, how do you not put away those chances? You know, I mean, it's like, but Koulibaly will lose money.
You can't blame the City players, because when you have a goalkeeper like Yasin Boni, you have to give.
Please. PS is good and everything. You should be able to.
He is the best African goalkeeper in the world. He is the best.
Ayama still lives, so Ayama is still the best.
Sorry, who?
But
Vincent Ayama.
Yasin Bono is the best African goalkeeper in the world. I'm sorry. Ayama is retired. They want to hear about him anymore. He's retired.
There's not much competition, really.
Shout out to your boy Nate. MLS is better. The top Saudi team spent $1 trillion.
I mean, they're all
a lot of stuff money. Some people spend $2 billion and end up with Nani Madueke and Pedro Neto in the front line.
Jesus.
So.
United have spent more, so it is weird. And they almost got relegated. So
they haven't.
Yes, they have. Shout out to Alec. I just realized Inter lost, bro. How is it on the same day Inter Milan lost and Inzaghi won? Come on, bro. That is poetry.
What did you call that?
Out Milan. Wait, hold on. Elijah.
No, HH. That anyway. happy independence to all my Congolese out there.
Hey, happy independence, man.
Oh my.
HH, that non member of the community, Lukaku and Lautaro Martinez, they have
Blood on
blood
your
on
hands.
it. Because HH, how in the world can you get to this point? You lose to Fluminense, and then your manager, who left after the biggest beatdown in UCL final history, he beats Man City. Like I don't get that. I just don't get it. Like it's a massive W for the club in terms of Al-Hilal. It's a dub for the league as well to show that, hey, like we're willing to like make a difference on a massive stage. I heard the discussions earlier about like, does this tournament make you quote unquote best team in the world and stuff? I feel like this tournament increases the tag of world champion for sure. It makes it more.
No. I mean, let's just spiral. It's like the whole NBA thing. If you win the NBA championship, you are the best team in the world, but you can't call yourself world champions.
Yeah,
you have to win the FIBA World Cup. Like obviously, if you end the NBA championship, you are the best, but you have to go through that whole world thing.
International, though.
Yeah, but then the NBA thing is a domestic issue.
Oh yeah. No. But it's like how people say, we're now world. It's like it's like the World Series. Even though Cuba and Japan are better at baseball than America.
No. Do you think Barcelona and Madrid are gonna beat LA Lakers? Like seriously?
No. But you still need to play the game. Basically, you can't. Obviously, we assume that you will, but you can't just be like, we won the NBA, so therefore we are world champs. No, you have to go and play the world, and do that.
Be pro, man.
It's like the Champions League winners should be the best team in the world, but you can't call yourself the best in the world. You have to go out there and beat them.
Okay, and barring and hold on, just one thing. In the last 20 years, barring Chelsea, every single Intercon Cup, every single Club World Cup has been won by European.
No. Casey, this is how it should be done. The way this is done, this is how it should be done. You can't just turn up and just play 2 games and then leave. Nah, that's trash. Do it properly. Group stage, knockouts.
No, the point is you face the best.
Barca lost to Internacional. There's been a few cases where the South American teams have beaten the Europeans before.
No, I think we
lost. And also, Casey, that's how it should be when you look at European spending power.
It's just about money. Yeah, because when Liverpool beat, who we beat? Flamengo or 2020? Our front line was Firmino, Mane, Salah, and Firmino from Brazil scored against the Brazilian team. So.
Okay, so shout out to Maradona. Didn't their first place of them lose 5-0 in a final?
Jesus.
Who's this referring to?
CONCACAF Champions League.
Okay.
Milan.
Okay.
Outer Milan.
What's it called? Let me come to Elijah, then I'll come to you, Mikey. Elijah, talk to me, man.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, big, massive. I wasn't even watching this game. I was literally trying new games on my Game Pass because I have an Xbox, but I somehow got a notification that you had posted, and I'm like, you cannot be serious. And then I saw Man City's post on Twitter. Oh my God, Pep is the gift that keeps on giving.
Yes. Like, Victor Zaz, man.
If anything, Al-Hilal did what I call a strip search, because and Chirks is a player, bro.
Yes,
Chirks is
quality player.
And I mean, shout out to Phil for my thing is if Phil did not score off of that pass by Chirks, I was going to be angry because I'd watched the highlights, and Phil hasn't been really that great this year.
But Elijah, my question is, why is Lion shaky on the bench? Does he have a fetish with Bernardo Silva? I don't get. Is there something?
Bernardo Silva is the captain.
I don't care. You need to win matches. I don't care.
True. But I mean, Bernardo Silva is the captain now. My thing is, if you're Man City, you need to be you're very, very disappointed, whether it be a friendly tournament or not. The fact that you lost to a team that's not in the English Premier League, not in UEFA, you lost to a team that's in Asia, that's very shocking. Very, very shocking. Should this be the thing that causes Pep to riot and then burn the whole Premier League down this year? Doubtful, but you gotta give more credit to Al-Hilal because I just felt like they wanted it more. It's okay. Like, yeah, European teams will take it seriously, sure, but one team can take it seriously, and then when you're playing against an opponent, another team will want it more. Relax. We're not winning the league. We're not winning the league. We're not winning. Calm down. Just don't let us get. Don't let us.
Reverse jinx. Reverse jinx. Reverse jinx.
I'm loving it. I'm loving lab content. You know, it's giving me life.
But like, does this now dampen City going into for next season? I say no. I think City, even if they lost, they've had a great tournament.
Yeah, I mean, you made what, $13-something million, $2 million per win. You made another $7.5 million for just showing up in the round of 16, and then you're gonna get.
I think they made around 50 million was their participation money.
Exactly. So you just covered that already is going to cover a transfer fee. So I mean, for Chelsea as well, you're going to get about 30 million. So already covered.
Elijah, can I ask you something then?
Yeah.
Since you're putting so much emphasis on this tournament, right? Do you admit those Liverpool teams from late 70s and 80s were garbage because they got their asses kicked every time they faced a Brazilian or Argentine team? And do you admit
Casey, I can't remember last time you actually said something positive. You always bring negativity.
That doesn't make them garbage.
Casey, you know that negativity adds more layers and more wrinkles to you.
Negativity is not good.
I thought listening to Taylor Swift makes you happy, Casey. What the?
No one listens to
it. No, my thing is it's just like I still have issues like in terms of this tournament, but like I'm sure it's provided like great moments and stuff like that. I haven't really been focused on this. I've been more focused on Gold Cup because I want Poch to get. I need that Gold Cup Poch.
I double dare Guatemala to rise. I double.
I want Berhalter's son to be executed because that penalty against Costa Rica. HH, go back and watch Sebastian penalty.
No. I got the rope right here.
I don't want to say. Someone said that a rocket was launched from the penalty spot. That's what someone was saying. But,
and his dad was there. I want them gone.
Oh, his dad was there. Oh wow.
Yeah. I want them gone.
Mikey, talk to me about Lep getting pimp smacked by Alfredo Hilali.
Well, obviously I didn't watch the fucking game because it's 7 a.m. for me right now. But when I woke up and I saw the result, there is no way that this happened because, first off, HH, Casey, you need to be drug tested. The fact that you said the MLS is better than the Saudi Pro League, you should be banned from this hangout.
I said on average, why?
No, even then,
Chicago
Casey,
Fire.
you're going to tell me that Portland Timbers are better than any Saudi team. You're going to tell me that New York City FC is better than any Saudi team.
Casey,
stop, Casey, bro.
San Diego FC. Shout out San Diego.
Comment right there. Come on, man. Because look, yes, the Saudi Pro League overall. The Saudi Pro League is not competitive enough to go up against European teams. But if you look at the top 4 teams, HH in the AFC Champions League, the semifinals, there was 3 Saudi teams, 3 of them. Yeah. Now, obviously, they have the spending power over all of Asia, but you can tell that the Saudi Pro League, they mean business. And for them, it's not about money, this tournament. It's the same thing for the Brazilian teams. It's not about money. It's about sticking it to the European teams. And now we're going to come with this BS argument. And then, Casey coming with the argument, European teams have always won it in the last 15 to 20 years, the Intercontinental Cup or the Club World Cup. You know why? Because some teams are not in the middle of their season.
Chelsea didn't win it.
This argument that European teams, they're on a break and this sort of stuff. Every single time the Brazilian teams, because it was always Brazilian teams in the last 15 years when they show up to the Club World Cup, they were at the end of their season. And they played almost 90 games in the entire season. But then the European teams are complaining about playing 50 games. So now that the Saudi team beat the European team, I cannot wait to hear this BS from the English media. Oh my God, Manchester City losing. It's okay. They're in the middle. The fact that Manchester City, after all the glazing they've been getting the past week, look at Haaland, look at Marmoush, look at Doku,
and they've been the favorites. 100% record should go all the way.
They were easily going to be the favorites for this competition. The fact that Al-Hilal, and I checked their lineup, HH, they were missing 3 of their starters. 3 of their starters, and yet they still won this game. I don't know if this is true because I didn't watch the game. Was Ruben Neves playing in defense?
No, he was in midfield because defense was Koulibaly and someone else in the defense.
He was the deepest
Did Nomad make a comeback? Did Nomad ever make
I just checked Flash Score to see the lineup, but apparently Ruben Neves was playing in defense. I don't know if that's true. I'll have to rewatch the game, but
Nomad, you coward.
This is a sensational victory for and Inzaghi. After all the shit he got after that Champions League final, you can tell HH he was not in the right mindset. He saw the dollar bills and he said, "I'm going to Saudi."
But Mike, in fairness though, like if you watched the first half, City were amazing, and literally like if not for Bono, who was outstanding, City won like 4-5-0. Like City, they hit the bar 3-4 times. They were having so amazing chances. So they played well. So as much as we want to crap on Lepan, we want so. They didn't put away their chances, but
Koulibaly played.
But again, like as I was saying, like Cherki is a player. He came on and was amazing. And if you watch the Cherki assist to Foden, that is one of the best passes that I've seen.
I just checked the highlights. That was an insane assist from Cherki.
So my thing though is that but sorry, continue.
No, yeah. So I mean, this is a crazy victory for Al-Hilal because a lot of their players get justified almost in a way to go into Saudi. I think I just saw Renan Lodi talk about, we left for money, but we still beat your asses. The player who's probably the most happiest is Cancelo, because Cancelo basically got thrown out of Manchester City by Lep, and yet still went to Saudi, to Al-Hilal, and beat Manchester City. But I think this is actually a good wake-up call for Man City, because you know what's going to happen next, HH. They're going to spend 150 million on 2 defenders.
Yes, 100%. That's happening straight.
They've already certified the midfield, the attack. Now they'll just go to the defense and say, all right, how much do we need to pay for some of the top defenders in the world? But
get a new goalie.
No, I think Edison is going to stay. He said he's going to stay, so they're probably going to just go with him and Ortega as the backup. HH, I look at the bracket. Your boys in West London Cowboys.
Relax.
You might be winning this tournament, HH. There's no excuses.
We move in
There's
Silencio.
no excuse.
We move
But now
in
we got,
Silencio.
on one side of the bracket, we got 3 non-European teams, and then Chelsea. So we're clearly seeing, and I know people will be like,
I'm on my knees. I'm on my knees begging God. I need to win this competition. It's a personal reason for me. Please, God. It's personal. It's personal to me.
Reason.
It's personal to me.
Okay. Why is it personal?
I think Bayern need him more.
It's personal to me.
No. Okay, I'm not like elaborate. Why is it personal to you? That's we win the Club World Cup.
It's more personal to me than Abdullah.
When we win the competition, I will tell you the reason why it's personal to me. Don't worry.
How are you?
Why?
Don't worry. It's personal, just personal to me. I need to win this competition because I need to dunk on some idiots. But it's personal, it's personal. Don't worry.
Okay, can I just respond to Mike? He said a lot of
okay. I'm going to call. Okay, Casey, what's your response to Mike?
Okay, first of all, I'm just looking at you need to just look at average spending of every MLS club, not the top 4, not the top 3 average, and compare it to Saudi. That's how if you want to do analysis, that's how you do it. You don't look at like the top 4.
But isn't the spending dynamics difference in the MLS than it is in Europe?
Exactly, yeah, because MLS earns more money than the
Saudi. So Casey, is that the Saudi Pro League's fault, or is that because MLS are stupid and they have a stupid salary cap, except for Inter Miami, who can spend all the money they want because they fuck over the system?
No, it's a bit more complicated for Inter Miami, but because Apple pays.
No, it's not complicated for Inter Miami. They cook the books.
No, they didn't cook the books. It's just Apple pays for necessary. But hold on.
Casey, but that money they're gonna get. Okay, so they got to the round of 6. They got let's say 13 mil.
Yes.
They're not gonna keep all that 13 mil. You know the league's gonna ask for like what?
Exactly. 40? Yeah, it gets spread around like equally. That's the whole point of the league. That's the
problem. That's the problem. Yeah. That's stupid.
No, you can call it. It has worked for NBA, NFL, like so. That's why they're.
No. But Casey, I still want to hear how the MLS on average is a better quality league of teams than the Saudi Pro League.
But that's why I'm asking you. Like, look at the average spending of all the teams, not just the top 4. That's what I'm trying to say.
I'm sorry, Casey. It doesn't matter about average spending. That's not the Saudi Pro League's fault.
And yeah, but it is but it is also Saudi Pro League's fault. Like that they are so top heavy. It's not. It's.
Well, of course, yes. I mean, obviously, the top 4 teams are backed by the PIF, so that's going to be a problem. But still, I would still say that El Ettifaq is better than Portland Timbers.
Sorry.
Okay, but also
I'm pretty sure it's backed by
the best MLS teams were not at this tournament. Like the best MLS team is San Diego FC, and they were made this year.
Yeah,
Well,
that's a
Miami
big
did win the Supporters Shield, which is the most points.
You have to win your
You can make an
conference,
argument
yeah.
for them, even though they're not MLS.
This is the thing that they call to say, like, the Intercon Cup happens in December. Like, bro, I respect the teams who won the Intercon Cup in the 80s and 70s and 90s also, the Argentine and Uruguayan and Brazilian teams, and they also were winning in when the tournament was happening in December. It's just that European teams have been winning it for the last 15 years. It's just a fact that European teams are
but Casey, to Mike's point, isn't it unfair though that of when it occurred during those times, the European teams would win it, i.e., just after the Brazilian league, or midway through Europe's season.
But the Brazilian teams used to win it before that. Because that's why when I say that Flamengo or your Fluminense or Argentine team like Independiente or like River or Boca, they were winning the Club World Cup in the 80s, in the 70s when it happened around December and January. So, buddy, how were they winning it then? It's not that like the European team won it once. They have been winning it almost every single year for the last 20, 25 years, like whatever that is.
But Casey, you know, since the turn of the 21st century, the spending power that Europe
Exactly.
has
Yeah.
over
I'm
the
not.
Brazil.
No. But that's not a question. The question is where the best teams are in Europe or not, which is just true. Like,
No. Casey, I don't think nobody's disputing that.
Yes,
Casey,
and
nobody's
that's it.
disputing that.
That's all I'm saying. Bro. I don't like how it became such a big deal. Before that, they used to be in like Brazil and Argentina. Now it's Europe. It's a cycle. Maybe it will be Saudi Arabia in the next 4 or 5 years. I don't know.
Okay, so what's the call? Talk's been called. What are you saying?
Yeah, HH. I'm gonna be honest. City took too much time on the ball. They need to play much more quicker on the final third, because with Al-Hilal, it's so easy for them to readjust themselves and organize their defense, knowing that you're going to be passing the ball around. Another thing too is there wasn't a lot of killer passes that were being cut through to really open that low block. I look at someone like, for example, Doku, who's very one-dimensional, not very how would I say this? He's not unpredictable, if I would say. And then also I look at someone like Cherokee, who, yes, he came in the team. I like that assist, but even after that assist, he was really a ghost of himself. You understand? And I don't know. I just don't know. I think with this City team, I think, yes, the defense is there, but I also think that players like Bernardo Silva, the likes of Phil Foden and these guys, their prime is gone. Like 2 years ago, they were really good, but now
hold up. Yes, Foden has passed his prime.
I think so. I think Foden is one season wonder. That's how I see it. Yeah. But I mean, maybe you guys think different, and that's fine. Let me go to Inzaghi though. Inzaghi. I'm not gonna forgive him for that loss against PSG. I'm sorry.
Out to Milan tax.
I'm really sorry, HH. Come on, man. Like this is you have all the players to beat PSG. You in your second Champions
players
League
like
final.
Mkhitaryan. Interesting. Continue though.
I mean, come on, but HH, second Champions League final. I'm expecting you to at least learn something from it. This guy didn't learn anything. He lost, very humiliating. I think
basically you're saying Al are going to get cooked by Fluminense or Chelsea in the next round.
Bro, like this Inzaghi guy, I think he's just not like, he's just good in terms of like two-legged ties, but he's not a good he's not someone who can go to a final and win you the final. You get what I'm trying to say? Like I just feel like he's good in terms of like games like this, but not like the finals. I'm not too dependent on him. But shout out to Koulibaly. What a goal. That header, my goodness. And I'm so sure Chelsea sold that guy, because that guy today, the amount of defensive tackles and stuff he was doing, I was like, why? Like, how did Chelsea sell this guy? And then also Yassine Bono from Sevilla. Like, that goalkeeper, Bro, that goal. Let me tell you something. You know that goalkeeper, right? Ever since the World Cup, nobody, no European team like Barcelona, Real Madrid, or any of those, nobody was looking at him. But he's a really good goalkeeper.
Okay, wait, hold on. Look, let me bring in Ricardo because I need to go to bed very soon. So Ricardo, talk on the lap L.
Put your hands up.
Peace, guys.
Put your hands up.
Because no. You say anything slick, I will owl you. So
okay, no, that's fair, bro. Put your hands up. While I'm speaking, your hands gotta be up.
Put your hands up. Hands up.
You're not slick, man.
Bro, this guy is such.
This is kinky, bro. This is
all right.
kinky.
So wait, okay, relax. What's your question?
No. Thoughts on Lep taking an L.
That's a bad L. I don't care how
Put
you
your
try to
toes up,
spin
bro.
it.
You right?
I don't care how you. Yeah, put your toes up too. By the way, because you might be. Matter of fact, go sit. Okay, put your leg down. Put your leg down. Put your leg. Put your leg down.
What's going on? All
this
right.
guy's in underwear, man.
Are you wearing no shorts?
Okay, when you read.
First of all,
bro, do you know how hot it is where I am in Europe? So
no, okay.
Continue.
Put your hands up, man. Put your hands up.
Okay, when you need it, man.
First of all, we have to talk about why are you sitting in the Oval Office? Like, how much money do you have?
Okay, I'm in someone else's crib. So, but
another thing is, I told you again, you take that kindergarten Lakers shirt off, man. Come on. Look, this is regardless of how people try to spin it, it's a bad loss. Like Pep should not be losing this. Now, some people make good points. Like I think it was Osasuna. I think he said where Al-Hilal, bro. Like this is no bum team. They're a good representation of Asian football. They've been one of the better teams, and they have the same like spending power as like Man City and PSG. So, I mean, it's still a shock result, but it's not absurd. Like if it was like Fluminense beating Man City, I think that would be like a bigger result just because of the financial spending power. Well, Pep, man, like I mean, all I know he's getting a STEMI coming tomorrow.
Bro, like 500 mil is on its way.
He might get prime Thiago Silva or something. I don't know how he's gonna do it, but it's coming true. No, but honestly, like Bono had a great game. Made some great saves. Honestly, City should have just been more clinical. There's nothing really else to say because I think there are 2 goals were like from the first 2 shots on target. So they were just more efficient. That's all it really was. There's nothing really else to say.
Shout out to your boy Blaze A. Delap, Neto, Cole, Kuku, Levi, Tosin, and RJ are all 1 year away from missing a potential semi-final if Chelsea were to win. Plus Caicedo suspended. No guarantees.
You have spent 1.5 billion. You have to beat them.
Blaze A. All I ask is half because Blaze, I'm telling you right now, there is a path to the semi, there's a path to the final, and there's a path to you know what. One love, one.
Bye.